Welcome to the Bogosity Podcast for the 31st of October 2011, the podcast that sells perfume to anosmiacs. This is your host, Shane Killian. Let's give an atomic wedgie to the news of the bogus. A judge in North Carolina has blocked part of a law that requires pregnant women to see an ultrasound of the fetus before having an abortion. U.S. District Judge Catherine Eagles said that this would most likely violate the patient's First Amendment rights, ruling that the amendment is there to stop not only the prohibition of speech, but its requirement as well, saying, quote, "The Supreme Court has historically taken a dim view of content-based speech compelled by the government." She also said that the state legislators, quote, "have not articulated how the speech and display requirements address the stated concern in reducing compelled abortions, and none is immediately apparent." It's the kind of horrific honor killing we're getting accustomed to hearing about from undeveloped Islamic countries. Mohammed Shafia apparently murdered his wife and 3 daughters because they, quote, "betrayed Islam and polluted the family's honor." The thing is, this didn't happen in an undeveloped Islamic country. It didn't happen in Afghanistan or Iraq or Pakistan or anywhere like that. It happened in Canada. Even worse, the girls had previously gone to law enforcement for help and were met with silence. A man skeptical of climate change engaged in a year-long project funded by the Charles C. Koch Foundation to review all of the available temperature data in the wake of the ClimateGate non-scandal. The result? The data confirmed global warming, and the climate skeptic who ran the study has changed his mind. And now it's time to digest the diatribe of this week's biggest bogon emitter. Herman Cain is one of the dozen or so candidates seeking the Republican nomination for president in 2012. This is a time for each candidate to stand up and make his positions on the issues clearly known, put forth his approach to governing the country, and spinning previous things he said that were absolutely stupid. Herman Cain seems to be ahead of the pack on this last one. Now it's time to grab a vine and fearlessly swing over the gaping ravine that is this week's Idiot Extraordinaire. Dave Turcotte nominates this week's award loser, Vice President Joe Biden. Apparently desperate to try and somehow defend Obama's jobs bill, he somehow decided that he just couldn't do it with intelligence and rationality.
Everything I've heard from my friends who oppose this whole jobs bill and that this is just temporary. Well, let me tell you, it's not temporary. When that 911 call comes in and a woman's being raped.
Wait, raped? A woman being raped? What could a woman being raped possibly have to do with the jobs bill?
It's not temporary to the guy whose store is being held up and there's a gun pointed at his head.
What? What is this? Is he so confused that he thinks he's defending a crime bill or something?